me and he doesn't mind, what does that mean? It means he's not jealous. It means he's not insecure. It means his friends don't have integrity. I don't know if he's the kind of guy who doesn't have integrity, which is why he has friends who don't have integrity though. If you really want me to understand your situation, you will need to get a coaching session, because obviously this is very little information. I don't know who he is. I don't know how he behaves. I don't know what his friendships are like. So if you need me to unpack so that you can better understand what kind of situation you're in, do get a coaching session. Anybody who wants to get a coaching session, you can find the link to that in the link tree in my bio. Welcome, my loves. Welcome, everybody. Say hi if you're staying. Say hi if you're staying. Hello, loves. How's the feed? I want to start having a weekly check-in with my husband. What's the best way to bring it up? I'm not for those, by the way. A coaching session depends on what you're choosing. Go into the link in my bio. Go check out my options. I do have different options for you. I saw a video looking for a Lydia for Beetlejuice, and you have a Lydia on. That's so wild. There we go. For you page. All for you. I want to start having weekly check-ins with my husband. Instead of doing that, why don't you just grab Fix That Shit, do what's in that book. This is going to enlighten you to what are the proper behaviors to actually exercise in your relationship. It's going to teach you how his mind works. It's going to teach you how to bring out the best in him, going to teach you how to bring out the best in yourself. So if you plug in the advice you get from Fix That Shit, you don't need to do a weekly check-in. The way you guys are behaving towards each other, the way he's loving what you're doing, the way you are showing gratitude and feeling towards each other is all the check-in you need. Just printed out all your relationship cheat sheet and checklist. Good, good, good. I love it when you guys get the freebies. Go for it. Yes, hello. Struggling with trusting my man after my ex was deceitful. I have a no more insecurity program. If the current partner you're with is trustworthy, it is bad to be vomiting these negative behaviors into your relationship. If you want to put a stop to that, come take my No More Insecurity program. It really is life-changing if you're willing to do the work to actually overcome your insecurities, actually get over this baggage, actually leave the past behind and become present and in the moment with somebody who's amazing. How do I handle a toxic mother-in-law in my marriage? Oh, love. Oh, can I bring you in? Do you want to come have a live chat with me? Best way to deal with a broken heart. I wrote a book for you. It's called Come Back Queen. Princess, do you want to come do a live with me right now? Which your books do you recommend if I want to learn what to do for the future if something happens? If you're in a relationship, Fix That Shit. If you're single, No More Assholes. This is embarrassing. So baby wipes right before. Baby wipes right before. Are we defined by mistakes? If we learn, like I'm defined by my mistakes, look how amazing I am, right? Like I'm happily married. We've been together for 15 years. We haven't had a single fight in 5 years, right? It's all my mistakes that brought me here, but I learned from my mistakes. How do I fall out of love with a toxic guy? Come get coaching. Come get coaching. This is a deep thing. I don't have a magic wand for that. But if you come get coaching, I can certainly help you because it's about perspective, right? You need to change how you think. So if you want to get over that, if you want to change that, come get coaching. I can definitely help you change how you think. How to become a better boyfriend for my next partner. Look at you. I like that. I would suggest you read Fix That Shit because you're going to get an idea of how women think. How do we book coaching with you to get over a toxic guy? So go to my bio, click on the link tree. There's a one-on-one button. Click on that. It's going to take you to a page. You got to follow the instructions to book yourself in for a coaching session. Is Fix That Shit for one person to read in the couples? So I have couples who read it together. I have, yay, thank you, yes. Time to be custom made, I love that. So some couples read it together. My husband has never read this book. So you don't need your partner to read it in order for you to put it to use and have it start to change your relationship. A relationship gets better when somebody becomes the emotional leader and starts practicing the tools that are going to fix that shit. We are monkeys designed to imitate. If you start exercising the right behaviors, a generous long-term thinker who loves you will follow your lead. The stuff that's in Fix That Shit is so super functional and so super easy. It's easy to put into place. It's just half the battle is who did you pick for a relationship. If you're with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, this book is gold. Only on chapter 7. Damn, guess it will go towards my next adventure. What do you do if your partner have... Okay, so bedroom stuff, guys, I don't do on lives. I only do that on one-on-one coaching sessions because I'm not about the creepers who are looking for that kind of stuff. My birthday was today and I got a bland message from my ex. Why do I feel so disappointed? Because you're looking for... Like, you're looking for validation from the wrong people. First of all, 2 reasons. You're looking for validation instead of being okay with yourself, right? You don't celebrate. We got
We
Jason Wesley, you're
disconnected
back.
yesterday. Yes, we were
How are you?
disconnected before. And you know what's funny is I had somebody tell me earlier. They're like, "I saw you on Canada's dating coach. Hold on, what? I'm sorry, Canada's dating coach live the other day. What happened?" And I was like, "I don't know what happened." I said, "I think her phone died."
No, actually, it was you just boost. You were gone, and we're like, where'd he go? I don't know. So
I know
I
because
don't know. TikTok,
we were
TikTok
in the
didn't like
middle of
it.
a conversation.
I know.
Because like people were like on my end were like, "Okay, what happened?"
All right. Oh, yeah. So how many people do you have on your live right now?
Right now, 8. It's been very like sometimes it's 20, sometimes it'll shoot up to 36, and then it'll shoot back down to 6. You know, it's been varied tonight. It all depends on who's on, what I'm talking about, and what music I'm playing. So
Okay.
because I've been playing music, so once I start playing music, people start coming on. They want to hear, they want to make requests, and then so we ended up having fun, and then other stuff, whatever. But right before I invited you on, I was talking to people about me and my best friend's TV show on Netflix called Country Ever After.
Okay. So are we talking about dating and relationships or what?
Yes.
Because we have to. That's what my people are here for.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, and I actually think, what's that?
Okay, tell me what you think.
I think that even mentioning Country Ever After would be a great place for people to go to watch on Netflix the show because you're going to be able to see the relationship between my best friend and his wife and our relationship, but also in marriage because they are going through like she's going through stage 4 cancer, and he is he's a black country music artist, and his wife is a white hip hop dancer. And so and you get to see they've got 4 kids, and you get to see the whole dynamic of the relationship, of the ups, the downs, the praying together, the everything after I do.
Right. You said this is on Netflix?
Yes, it's one of the only like legit shows that you can watch with kids. Like if you've got little ones, you can watch it with your littles and you're totally fine.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend that with any other show on Netflix.
So Jason, when we
Yes,
were
ma'am.
talking yesterday,
Yes.
and I want this to come rapid fire. So we were talking yesterday, and I said, when's the last time you've been in a relationship? And your answer was,
Wow, you are really good. Your memory is amazing.
was it
I
a
said
year and a half?
the last time I
A year
said
and a half?
that it was about a year and a half. It was
Okay.
about a year and a half
Here's my
ago.
next question. Here's my
Yeah.
next question. When's the last time you kissed somebody?
Last time I kissed somebody. A couple months ago, I guess.
Because my girls are crazy about you.
Oh.
And
Well, I I just kissed this and a little kid today. I was at the children's hospital. I donate blood, so it says be nice to me. Even though people were rude on the drive home in L.A. Or whatever.
Uh, it's
Yeah,
it's not it's dangerous to live in LA.
yeah, yeah. It's progressively gotten worse. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people have left the city and they've left the state. For obvious reasons.
Right.
So yeah. So apparently people on my live are saying to share the live too, and they are excited about you.
Hey. Do you have any are any of my fans on your page right now?
I don't know. They could be. Because
I
I
can
think they.
see
What's that?
what's that?
I said 'cause
I
they can
I
shift
can see
over.
the comments from my people, but I can't see the comments from yours.
Yes. And I found out because I was actually in somebody else's live that you can switch lives. Like it's fairly easy if you're on somebody's live for your people to switch over and watch my live from my perspective and see my
Oh,
comments too.
that's
Hmm.
interesting.
Yes, it actually is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so yeah, so you give a lot of dating advice. And so one of the things that you said yesterday or whenever we talked 2 days, I don't know, I forget when it was, it was about people that kind of rush into relationships.
Yeah.
And what's interesting is I had a girl that came on live earlier, and she was in New York, and she said that she's got kids, and she got to a point of wondering if, because she had been hurt so many times or cheated on or whatever, she's like, I'm wondering if it's me. And I told her, I said yes and no. I said you make choices and you keep choosing the same type of person.
Yeah.
um and I said you have to accept that responsibility. I said, but you believing in true love is not your fault. Keep
Mm-hmm.
believing in that, because there's somebody else that you'll meet that they believe in that too.
Yeah.
And and what I told her was that, because I asked her, I said, what are you videoing on right now? Like what camera are you on? Are you on an iPhone 12, Chantel?
Something like that. Like one of the later ones, but not the latest. Like,
Okay, so she had like an iPhone 11 Pro Max. And so if I offered you $5 for your phone, would you trade it and give it to me
mm,
for $5?
no.
Okay, you hard bargain. I'm gonna offer you
Right?
20.
No.
I'm gonna offer you $25 for your iPhone 11.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trade it?
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. And so what I tell people, and what I was talking to her about, I said you have to understand what your value is. And so when guys come up and they start offering you and lowballing you and treating
Yeah.
you a certain way, that you go, no. It's funny in the beginning. When somebody lowballs you, it should actually get to the point where it's hilarious, where you're like, no, $25, are you crazy? Right?
Yeah.
When somebody doesn't offer you what your value is. But first,
Mm-hmm.
you have to understand what your value is and know what it is so that you can recognize when someone's treating you the way that you deserve.
Yeah. She has to use that no kissing for 3 months dating rule.
Say that again.
She has to use that no kissing for 3 months dating rule.
Oh, yes. So she has she basically, she said, she's like, well, I'm really upfront with them. I tell them that, like, I'm looking for a relationship. I have 2 kids. I'm not trying to play around, and I'm not having sex. So, off the jump, she's like, a lot of guys are like, woo, but then they're like, yeah, we can just, and they lie, and I'm like, yes, because that's
Of
what a lot of
course.
guys do.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just it, right?
Hmm.
The lie, right? That's the selfish short-term thinkers, the one who are out for themselves, and they're going to say whatever they're going to say in order to try and get what it is that they want, and they'll agree to everything you say. And of course I'm looking for a relationship, and yeah, baby girl, you're the one. But if you use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule, the lie crumbles before 3 months comes along. They walk away because the whole point was getting what they wanted when they wanted it. So setting a calendar date, here's the thing, like, you had a good reaction to that. because, from what you're saying, you're willing to respect a woman if and when you're ready to get into a relationship. This is something you can subscribe to, because it makes sense to you to get to know who you're going to get in a relationship with before you want to get in a relationship. Somebody who has an opposite mind frame, a selfish short-term thinking mind frame, someone who's toxic, even the introduction to this, like, you should see the comments that I get on my page, less and less, because really I'm infecting more and more people. But, like, nobody would do that. That's playing games. Nobody's going to want to play games. Only little girls do things like that. You must be
Mm-hmm.
so damaged to even want to do that.
Yes.
So even
Then
just
the
bringing it
manipulation
up,
tactic. Yes, it's a very manipulative tactic.
but even just bringing it up displays a mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. And I think that one of the reasons why a lot of relationships collectively are toxic is that we now, and I say this has gotten it's gotten worse, and it's because we now live in a culture of political correctness where no one they feel like they're going to offend or hurt somebody else, and they care more about what somebody thinks about what they might say than what they really feel and what they really want to say. And so they're not really honest. And so you have two people. One person is like, I don't want to say anything, politically, religious, or like serious. And you're like, well, that kind of means something in a long-term relationship, because if your values don't align, what are we doing?
Yes,
And
exactly.
so it's I kind of recommend to people that but if you don't know where you stand, it's kind of like apologetics. It's really good to know why you believe what you believe, right? Have something that you believe. It's okay. Stand firm on that. It's okay. Standards are good. It's not ultimatums. And I think a lot of times people feel bad because they feel like they're giving someone an ultimatum. And I'm like, no, you're just letting them know your standards. So when you go to a club and they say it's $20 again and I need your ID to make sure you're above 18, that's their standard. You got to have shoes on. You got to have a shirt on. Okay, cool. So what everybody coming in does, if they want to get in, they have to have a shirt, shoes, $20, and an ID.
Right.
And
Yep.
so, what if I hurt your feelings because you can't afford shoes? Well, you don't need to be here.
Yeah. Agree. So, Jason, what are you waiting for to get in a relationship?
What am I waiting for?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily waiting.
Okay.
Um, because I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem going there. But I don't go there with someone that I don't see it going further, if that makes any sense. And uh, so there was a girl I dated on and off for 4 years, right? And this was
Yeah.
what in my early 20s, and I've kind of always I thought that I was going to be married at 21, but we were we dated solid for like 2 years, and then obviously, like I was mentioning before, it's like the breakup is like pushing over a Coke machine. It kind of rocks back and forth.
You watch Seinfeld.
Yes, yes, one of my favorite shows. And and so what happened was we broke up not because anything was bad in the relationship. She was nothing but sunshine. She was actually a very beautiful person. I loved everything about her. I did not see and feel like I wanted to marry her. I felt like I was like, I really love a friend. I like you. I just don't see myself marrying you. And so that was the challenge that I ran into about a year and a half into it, trying to figure out me not telling her this is me lying to her and me cheating her from actually being able to meet somebody that she needs to be with. And it wasn't that I felt that I was, that she didn't rise to my standard or I didn't rise to her standard, because we had mutual friends. We were great together. Everything was fine. I I felt at that point that I was like, I can't stay in a relationship with her because friends are like, well, what's wrong? Is there anything wrong? And I'm like, no, everything's great. She's a great person. I don't see myself marrying her. And the longer I was in a relationship with her, the more I felt like I was cheating her by not being honest. So then it's like, how do you break up something that's not broken? Yeah. And so what I had to do, I had to tell her. She was devastated. And it sucked. It's like we're both just crying, and I'm just like, oh, why not? I don't know. And then it was like, now what? And so we're broken up, but we're still friends. And I ended up having to. Well, okay, so then I started being.
Can I interrupt you?
Yes.
Can I interrupt you? My people are kind of freaking out because we're not doing a Q&A, which is what I do every night. And that's why they come to my page. Here's the thing. I had somebody come on and say they saw you on another live. It was a 90s girl and you played a song.
Yes.
Can you play us that song and then I got to boot you off?
Absolutely.
Woohoo!
Could you whisper in my ear things you want to feel? Give you anything, feel it coming. Would you wake up on your own, wonder where you are, live with all your faults? I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Yeah, slide. Don't you love this life we killed? Preachers on my phone, father hit the wall. Might have disowned you. Don't suppose I'll ever know it means to be a man. Something I wish to change. Little around here, I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Yeah, slide. Yeah, well, I'd do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that falls. Oh, man. But you're wrong around me. What you feel is what you are, and what you are is beautiful. Oh, man. Do you want to get married? Run away. So
I love that.
yes,
That brought me back.
yeah, a little throwback. So yeah,
I was a stripper once upon a time. That was one of my songs.
that was one of your songs. Yeah, it was a throwback. And again, which is one of the reasons why I played it. She had it in her profile. She's like a '90s, 2000s throwback person. So it was like, cool. That was the one I did. So anyway, thank you so much. You're such a sweet person, and I appreciate the time on going live.
You're so amazing. You are obviously handsome inside and out, and I love that. And we absolutely love you on here. So, and I love that it's like you're popping up on everybody's lives. That's really cool.
Good. Awesome. Well, it's great chatting with you, and I hope y'all have an amazing Q&A and whoever else you're going to bring on, okay?
I followed you, Jason. Keep being you, okay?
I'm following you as well.
Woohoo!
All right, bye-bye.
Bye, love. Physical service. All right. Our sixth love language, physical service. You're live yesterday. I know. He's chill. He's super sweet. Who's that man? That was awesome. That's Jason. Hello, Grand Fluffy. Thank you. Wish all men were like this. Consider women's time, right? Yes. It was another. So, Licky Dogs, if he comes back on, if you remember that song. The sixth love language. Yeah. All right, we're back, you guys. We are back. I think Princess wanted to go live with you. Princess, where is she? Where did she go? Princess with the mother-in-law. Where's Princess? So Princess, are you still there? Princess has a difficult mother-in-law. Difficult mother-in-law. I didn't see many comments when I was live with them. I don't know if TikTok was like filtering out comments or anything, or if we just didn't have that many people who were saying anything. So what's happening? We're doing a Q&A. So I come on every night. I answer people's questions. We kind of get down and dirty in the trenches when it comes to dating and relationships. I give you guys free stuff. Guys, don't forget on Instagram, I have a coaching giveaway like coming up in a couple days. We're doing the draw in a couple days. I think we were just listening. Okay. So I have the coaching draw coming up in a couple days. Make sure you go take part in that. I should do another post on Instagram about the draw. Read and fix that shit. Love is so much. Thank you. I love hearing that. I'll never get tired of hearing that. All my readers, do go leave a review on Amazon. If you're not going to leave words, just leave stars. But go let me know. Go let me know that, you know, I got this book. I read it. You know, what I thought of it, right? Let me know. Let me know that it helped you. Let me know that it changed something for you. Let me know that it made things better. Leave those stars, whatever you want. I love, love, love it. Boyfriend of 4 years on and off, ready to move forward. He's hesitant to move back in. Do I wait? So he's hesitant to move back in. Is he a generous long-term thinker or a selfish short-term thinker? Right? There's a lot of variables to this. What went on in the relationship? Like my husband and I, we did fight for 10 years. We were in and out of the relationship. You know, it really got to a point where I was like, shit or get off the block. So, do you wait? I think what you should say to him is, you see, here's the thing, right? Like, have you done everything that's in Fix That Shit? That's the question. Are you ready, willing, and able to do what's in Fix That Shit? Is he a generous long-term thinker? But my thing is, don't stay in limbo for anybody. Just got out of a 4-year relationship yesterday. All the feels, my love. Dive into Comeback Queen. This is the book that helps you put your heart back together after a breakup. He's avoiding attachment, scared it won't work out. I say get Fix That Shit and say let's do what's in this book. When you do a coaching session for a divorcee, do you also life coach as well? 100%. 100%. Whatever it is you want to work on, I help you with that. 100%. I was planning on ordering Comeback Queen. You're so welcome, my love. Yes, this book, seriously, the women who get this book read it over and over and over again because every time they read it, it lifts them up even more. I like how, you know, you guys read my books and then you have a change of perspective. You kind of go through life a little bit and then you read my book again and then you have another change of perspective and you go through life again. And you also kind of like track your growth and evolution. Every time you read it, you're like, oh my God, I used to be that, but I'm not that anymore. So it's rewarding for me to hear your experience reading my books. So rewarding, so lovely. But guys, is the feed okay? I know sometimes when I do those split lives with people, it kind of messes with the video, with the sound, that kind of thing. He was easily triggered today by anything I said and picked me up and dumped me. What do? Grab Comeback Queen and no more assholes. Grab Comeback Queen and no more assholes, my love. I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody who doesn't want to be in a relationship with me. The feed is great. Awesome. Good. Somebody's getting some freebies. And boyfriend is great. However, I do see a lot of differing values. How do I navigate this? So here's the thing. Different values can be okay. My husband is a conservative. I'm a liberal. Very different values when it comes to politics. We just don't talk about politics. We have different values about spirituality. I'm very much into manifestation. He's like, doesn't quite believe in that. Different values. But our fundamental values are aligned, right? So not having kids, that's a fundamental value that was aligned. So what are the values that are different? Are they simple values that you can simply respect each other's differences? Or are they fundamental values that are the kind of things that need to be aligned? So Heaven, I can't do a coaching session on a live. If you do want to get a coaching session to work through this, what you can do is go to my bio, click on the link tree, click that coaching button, and follow there's 3 steps. You got to follow the 3 steps to book yourself in for a session. I took your advice and dumped him. Woo! We get the freedom bell. Love, love, love. Good. How are you feeling? Thank you for everything you do. I love your advice and overall message to your audience. You're so welcome, my love. I'm here for the goodness. I am here for the goodness. No pollo. My wife talks to you tomorrow. Austin, how are you? The apology letter opened her up. So amazing. Austin did a coaching session with me, working on their marriage. And this is good. We're taking some positive steps. I'm really happy. Good. What the hell? You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help. Really, really glad I could help. Absolutely, my friend. Can you please finish your thought about the earlier question about my ex wishing happy birthday? So seeking validation and also seeking validation from the wrong person, right? So if you find yourself upset because you're seeking validation, then you need to kind of go back into yourself and say, okay, what do I need to do so that it no longer bothers me that, whether or not somebody said happy birthday or how they said happy birthday. For me, I don't here's the thing. To be upset if somebody doesn't say happy birthday is to literally say to yourself, I'm not special any other day. If they don't recognize me, if I don't recognize me, on this day, then I'm just not special. My mentality is I'm special every day. So you don't need to wish me happy birthday. I'm already special. Do you believe men don't change? No. Once a cheater, always a cheater? No, I don't believe that. Our brain can literally change shape inside our skull. We can absolutely change. We can even change our DNA, you guys. There's a science behind changing your own DNA. It's called epigenetics. Neuroplasticity means you can change the brain inside your head. Epigenetics means you can change your own DNA code. My boyfriend won't talk to me for hours of the day. That's okay. It's okay to give space. Fix that shit so you understand how to navigate this. Thank you for that. I'm in my head a lot. Yes, my love. Oh, if I need to remember that about birthdays because I always get so sad. No, my love, you were special every single day. Every single day. A day on the calendar doesn't make you more or less important or special. You are special every single day. Thoughts on meeting someone on dating app like Tinder? That's where you got to go now. You got to go on the dating apps. Got to go on the dating apps. Dating apps are the place to be, my love. Like that hair? Thank you. Yeah. Got to go on the dating apps. But you just have to make sure that your bio is properly tailored so that you don't get the dick pic guys. That's not what epigenetics refers to. What is the science of your change in gene code? What's that called? Love your advices. Thank you. How do I stop overthinking my boyfriend doesn't text back fast? Come take my No More Insecurity course. Because that's what it is, right? Like your sense of well-being lies in someone else's behavior. That's insecurity. You can come get a coaching session, or you can come take my No More Insecurity program. Boyfriend is great, but I have a constant fear he's going to hurt me, and then I pick fights. Any advice you can get in to fix that shit, or you can come get coaching for that. It does start with meditation. I have a meditation resource button in the link tree in my bio. So, if you want to get started with that, get started with that. If you want to get, really get into it, come get coaching or grab fix that shit. The guy I'm dating tells me he doesn't like it when I caress his face. Normal or not, it doesn't matter. He doesn't like that. Don't do it. How did you know your husband was the one? When I realized... when I realized I was afraid of losing him. That's kind of when I knew. When I realized I was afraid of losing him. The worst trait that I hate, God, I hate guys who are loud. I hate loud people. It really, I will be at a party. Sometimes, people have parties, they're not selective about the people they invite. It's like an anybody and everybody party. And you get the people who are loud and brash and over, they overcompensate, right? They think they're acting confident, but they're not. They're just overcompensating for insecurity. And I just, every time one of those people comes into the room, I go into another room. I literally leave rooms. It's kind of like this cat and mouse game sometimes, right? Every time they come in a room, I go into another room, and then they go into that room, and I go into another room. Thoughts on not feeling loved even when they are doing everything you asked. Is it me? Yes. If they're doing everything you asked, yes, it is you. So I would come and get coaching for that, absolutely, because we need to undo that. Otherwise, here's what happens. When you ask your partner to do stuff and they do it, but you're like, no, okay, you need to do this too, and then they do that. You need to do that too, right? This never being filled is a dysfunction, and it needs to be addressed, because if what they do is never enough, it's never good enough, what you create is frustration. Yes, you text me every morning and every night, but sometimes you forget, or sometimes it takes a few hours, and I got to give you shit for that. Yes, you cuddle me every night, but it has to be 7 minutes, not 5, and I got to give you shit for that. Yes, you come cuddle me in the mornings, but sometimes I'm dead asleep when you come in the room and you let me sleep, but I got to give you shit for that. So nothing they do is ever enough, and what you create is frustration. Frustration leads to helplessness. Nothing I do is ever good enough. That feeling of frustration leads to hopelessness. There's nothing I can do. Hopelessness leads to the end of the relationship, because if there's nothing they can ever do to make you happy, what the fuck am I doing here, right? That's what they start saying to themselves. I might as well just go, because I can't ever make her happy. So if this is something you're suffering from, come get coaching so that we can give you the tools necessary to turn this around for yourself. Advice on dating a guy who's very reliant on his mom? Don't do it. Don't get in a relationship with somebody who's still a child and hope they're going to become an adult. Get in a relationship with an adult. Tips for dating my twin flame, but his best friend is female. So look at the behaviors. If they're not flirting, right, that's totally fine. Ultimately, eventually, you should become his best friend, though. Hello, coach. You're doing well? Yes, I am. When I talk about anxiety, depression, he gets quiet and doesn't say anything. That's because he's not your therapist. If you want somebody to talk to about your anxiety and depression, who are going to give you tools to help you navigate through and out of your anxiety and depression, come talk to me or book a session with somebody. But your partner is not your therapist. So stop dumping your feelings on them. Go have conversations about your solutions. Hey, I felt anxious today and I meditated and now I feel better. Hey, I felt depressed today and I went for a walk and I feel better. talk to him about your solutions, but he's not the person you go talk to and say, I feel anxious today, and want him to do something about it. You need to be your own solution. If you want somebody to take part in solutions with you, that's a therapist, that's a coach, but that's not your partner, right? Don't put that on him. That's not fair. That's not what he signed up for. He signed up to be a partner. He didn't sign up to be a mental health professional. Boyfriend annoyed because I need more help with housework because I'm pregnant with twins. Jenna, you want to come do a live with me? You want to come on with me? Just broke up with my boyfriend today. Would you recommend to be less sad, a comeback queen, and no more assholes? Is it okay if his best friend is female and he talks about her a lot? Are they flirting? Does he spend more time with her than he does with you? Do you and your partner still face issues? We've resolved everything. All we're doing now is planning our future. That's it. We are planning our future. We are planning our future. That's it. That's what's happening. Hello, everybody. Where are my newbies at? I got newbies. Where are my newbies? Say, here I am. Can you fix a relationship in which you more like best friends, roommates, but not super romantic? Yes. Get those 2 kisses in every day. 2 kisses, minimum 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. Also gotta fix that shit. Start doing what's in that book. This is gonna create more closeness and intimacy. Hello, my loves, all my newbies. Do you guys want a notification when I go live? If you do, say yes. I'll tell you how. Welcome, you guys. Hello. I love seeing you here. It's always exciting to see new people. So I do Q&As every day, but I'm loosey-goosey on the time. That's why you want to get a notification when I go live if you like these Q&As. It's very rapid fire Q&As. I will, sometimes something like really triggers and I'll really get deep into something. So it can be really super fun. You never know what's going to happen. All you guys who want a notification when I go live, here's what you're going to do. See my little picture up here? You're going to click that once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say I just did, because we like to know who joins in on our tribe. Also, when you get a minute, I could do live, but I don't know how. Okay. Oh, that's right. When you get a minute, I just opened up guest request, Jenna. I just opened up the guest request, so go ahead and make a guest request. Okay, so those of you who are setting yourself up to get a notification when I go live, I see you. I see you. I just did. Look at you guys. I love it. Look at all my just dids. Oh, you're exciting me. Okay, when you get a minute, go into your TikTok settings, go into your notifications, turn your notifications on. Go into your phone settings, go into your TikTok under notifications, turn your notifications on. So we're going to talk to Jenna right now. Jenna is pregnant with twins, and her boyfriend is annoyed that she's asking for more help around the house. Okay, Jenna. Hi, baby girl. You got twins in your belly?
I do.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go. This is kind of like a session, but it's a condensed version of a session. I'm gonna ask for your answers to come fast.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask some questions. I want you to give me the quick and easy answer, not the story.
Okay.
Okay. So are you working?
Not right now.
You're paying all the bill. He's paying all the bills?
No, I have income from other areas and savings. So I'm paying actually the majority.
What?
Yeah.
Why, girl?
Because financially, he makes less than I do when I'm working full time.
Okay.
So
is he a selfish short-term thinker or a generous long-term thinker?
I think he's a generous long-term thinker. And I held off. I didn't make it 3 months, but I held off on kissing him for a long time. And we agreed on a lot and had all the great chemistry and stuff. And I don't know if he's freaked out because we found out a week ago I'm having twins. So.
Oh, found out a week ago you're having twins.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a lot, right? Like that is a lot. And you got a long way to go. So you make more money than him. You pay the majority of the bills. How long have you guys been together for?
We've only been together for a couple of months. It hasn't been long.
What is happening? Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like there's some communication issues that we haven't been together long enough to figure out how to deal with.
Yes. Oh, I got Miss Honey's going, girl, what? So this is a big thing, right? This is a big thing. You want
yes,
to
my cat's meowing.
I know. We hear that. We hear that. I want you to think very carefully about where you're going in your life, my love. Right? I want you to think very carefully about where you're going in your life. The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. This guy is already pulling back on his efforts. This guy has already shown you that, he's not at your level financially. You're going to be doing the work of you, the babies, and him. You're going to be bearing the financial burden of you, the babies, and him. This is a lot on you.
Yeah, I feel like he doesn't understand the fact that I have horrible morning sickness and I need to rest and I need to right now I'm just trying to make it through the day. Right. And there's no other kids in the house or anything like that. It's just me and him. So there's maybe a couple dishes that are in the sink because I just couldn't get to it. And he's complaining that I'm not doing anything. So
and he's complaining on top of that.
Yeah.
This is not the right situation for you, my love. You know this.
I mean, but at the same time, how am I going to raise two by myself? I don't know how to do that. So, yeah.
But here's the thing, though. He's not helping.
Not without complaint, no. So I just feel good.
And that's not good for you because the stress you take on is the stress your babies have.
Yeah.
You got to do some hard thinking, my love, because he's not changing.
I really don't. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should try counseling. I don't know. It's very frustrating because it feels like okay, we're hitting like a bump. Like obviously everything was great up until now, and now we're hitting a bump, and I need him to just kind of just carry the load. And I said this a couple weeks ago too, like before I knew it was twins, but just saying like, I'm going to get tired. I'm going to get nauseous. You're probably going to have to carry the load a little bit more. And I know that's not necessarily unfair to you, but I'm sure there'll be times in a relationship where I'm carrying the load because either you're sick or you have more work or whatever. And, he kind of seemed okay with that. But then when it came time to do that, it was like, no, I'm going to complain about this the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody so people are on here, they're like, raise 2 or raise 3, right? Because they're seeing this guy as a burden, right? They're seeing him as extra work for you. So, somebody else went run. So this is, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Yeah. I can't, my thing is I don't teach people how to change other people. I teach people how to change themselves. If you were with a generous long-term thinker who loved you, I could teach you how to turn this around. But that's not what you have. You're with a selfish short-term thinker.
Which I didn't think that, but at first that's not what he showed. And now that's what I feel like I'm getting. So, but I'm also wondering, I'm trying to do a check on like, am I being unfair to him in some way, or am I not giving him a break because, twins is a shock, or I don't know. I'm trying to check and see if I'm doing what I should be doing or everything I can do to make it work too.
Right. How many months have you guys been together for? Like, from the time you kissed until now?
Oh, it's
What month
been
did you kiss in?
in the second month. So
Of like February?
no, it was March. No, it was April. I literally got like pregnant right away.
Okay. So obviously unplanned, right?
Yes,
And
planned,
he's like,
but he was happy. He was
yeah,
happy. Yeah, he wanted kids,
yeah.
and it was a surprise. But I'm happy too, and I want the babies. But and I guess maybe it's just all too much at once. Not
It's
planned.
right, right, right. I don't know how to help you, my love.
That's okay.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, uh, but somebody said if he's is he working full time?
He is working full time. Yeah.
And is there a reason why he's not paying half the bills?
Well, we kind of moved in. He kind of just recently moved in when I found out that I was pregnant, and we hadn't had the whole financial discussion and breakdown of what he has and what, like, I know what he makes and stuff, but
Right.
we haven't had the total discussion of exactly what he's going to contribute. I mean, he said, like, okay, I'm not going to do any excess spending, and I'm just going to be saving and buying things for the babies slowly as things go along. And we talked
Yeah.
about a certain amount for
So
rent.
here's what you got to do. You got to get it down. You got to nail this now, right?
Okay.
You can't be wishy-washy about this. You have to have a board meeting with him. You have to get serious about this, not wishy-washy. Right? He needs to pay at least half.
Mm-hmm.
At least half. He needs to be paying at least half, right? Because that's him manning up. That's him. I mean, if you're going to start a family, time for him to be a family man. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you got to have the hard conversations. You have to have the hard conversations with him, or you got to have the hard conversations with yourself, right? So either, you're going to have that conversation with him where you're going to say, "Hey, listen, there's got to be a standard here. You need to pay half of all the bills at the very least. This frees up money for you to get a housekeeper, my love, so that you can get some of that help that you need." He also, if he's paying half the bills, that means he does half the physical burden. If he wants to do less than half the physical burden, if he wants to do 30% of the physical burden, he pays 80% of the bills. If he wants to do none of the physical burden, I mean, the guy's paying less than half the bills. He's complaining about dishes in the sink. What the fuck?
Yeah, and that I and that's kind of how I feel. It's like it's not like there's all this extra housework. It's just, that I just didn't maybe throw in a load of laundry or just do some dishes because this is why I look like a train wreck too, because I'm nauseous 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's
Of
twins, your
course.
hormones are like, yeah, that much even worse. So, um, and I just,
Yeah.
it's just it's making me feel very alone because it's like I just figured
So
he
listen,
he
you're
would
afraid
step
to
up.
ask for what you need because you're afraid he's going to walk away if you set a
Yeah.
standard. You pay half the bills and you do half the housework. You're afraid he's going to walk away if you have that conversation. This is not the father of your children, right? If you're afraid to have a conversation where you say you do your part, this
Hmm.
should not be the father of your children. And it comes back to what somebody said, raise two or raise three.
Yeah. Oh, someone put she's pregnant and he's stressing her. Yes. I feel like
Yes.
I'm so overwhelmed. I mean, I'm not young, so it's kind of like uh, there's kind of like it's a little high risk, and then twins is high risk too. So yeah, I'm overwhelmed and stressed, and I just want a little comfort and help, and that
Yeah.
it's too much. So um
You chose the wrong person for that, my love. You not.
and
He's
it's too late now. So,
right. It's
um,
not too late for you to set the standard. It's not too
mhm.
late for you to stand up for what you need, right? Because you're cleaning up after him, aren't you? Aren't you doing his laundry and cleaning up his dishes and cleaning up his mess?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the past week has been rough, but before that, yeah, you know,
Yes.
like
Yes.
I went grocery shopping on Monday and just stocked up a whole bunch of food, and then I took care of dinner. I got a rotisserie chicken, so it was easy. Took care of dinner on Monday. Then Tuesday we had a whole bunch of leftovers, so it was easy. So then last night I was like, I was out running errands and doing things, and I visited a friend just to kind of be a little social. And I said, whatever you want to do for dinner, it's fine. I got sides, we got vegetables, we got everything we need. Whatever you put on is fine. 9 o'clock comes in like he didn't do dinner, so
Mm-hmm. He got to go.
so
He got to go. He is honestly, he's just going to be an extra burden. He's going to stress you out extra much. Okay.
mhm.
He's because you're going to have two babies. You're going to be trying to take care of two babies, and he's going to be saying you don't do enough. He has to go. He is a burden on you. He is stressing you out. Take the load off. He has to go because all he's doing is being a leech. He's taking. He's not manning up. He's taking
Mhm.
advantage of you. He's being abusive. He is. He's being financially abusive. He's being mentally abusive. He comes in, you're pregnant with twins, and you left dishes in the sink. Who the fuck are you? He has to go. I'm sorry,
That
my love, but that is my expert opinion. That is
mhm.
my expert opinion. Is this is not the right man for the job. This is a guy. This is a selfish short-term thinker. You need a man. And the sooner you get rid of this, the
Right.
sooner you leave space for a man to come in your life. And do not pick another one like this. Get no more assholes or get coaching, my love, but don't do this again. Don't be with somebody like this again. He is wrong on so many levels.
I did read No More Assholes. I didn't read it well enough, I guess.
You got to do what's in the book, lovely. You got
Yeah,
to
I
do what's in the book, but he has
yeah.
to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I love you.
Oh, thanks. I love you too. I watch you all the time. I hop on
Yeah.
here. And I love your
Keep us,
books. And
thank you. Keep us posted, okay?
okay, I will.
We're
Thanks.
we're invested now.
Well, I'm gonna lay it out and give him a go. And if it's that's not gonna be, then I guess I have to adjust to that's not gonna work and just move forward and figure out where I'm gonna go. The good thing is I have 6 months to figure it all out before the babies come. So
Yes, you're getting a ton of support in the comments. A ton of support. Like you can do it. You'll be fine, beauty. You're enough. Stay calm. You can do it alone. It will be okay.
uh,
Reach out to people who love you. My heart feels for her. This is not your fault. You got it, Jenna. You can do it. You
oh,
know?
thank you everybody. Yeah,
So
it's nice.
have that conversation, and if he walks away because you are demanding that he do his part, let
Hmm.
him go. Do not take on the burden of this little boy.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't have the time for it. I have to focus.
No, absolutely. 100%. 100%. 100%. Okay,
Okay.
lovely. I'm going to let you go. Mwah.
All right.
Good luck, okay?
Thanks.
Bye. Oh, I don't know how to not. Okay. There we go. Oh, hope that works. Hope that works. Think of your babies. I know. Yeah, no, he's so not ready for this. He's not gonna do a good job. Last time you were saying fix that shit doesn't work with someone who has an addiction. It doesn't work with someone who's a selfish short-term thinker. People who are in addiction mode um, typically are in selfish short-term thinking mode. Once babies come, it's harder to leave. I wish you're lucky. Yes, 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 yes. Maybe, yeah. How do you deal with a boyfriend deleting text to avoid conflict? What kind of text, right? That was interesting, yes. So what kind of text? Guys, I noticed we got a bunch of new people on. Hey, my newbies. Do you guys want a notification when I go live? Say, yes, I do. If you do. So, yeah, huh. Um, sometimes when people delete texts, it's not because the texts are, it's not because they're doing something bad. It's because they're afraid of your reaction. They're afraid of an overreaction. So it depends on the scenario. It could be that they're being shady. It could be, we have an instinct to avoid pain and seek pleasure. It could be that there's been some experiences where innocent things have been misconstrued and it turned into massive fights. Edition mode. Yes. So for those of you who want notifications when I go live, click my picture here, up here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. I haven't caught your life in forever. Hello. Hello, Sparkles. How are you doing, love? Hello, Sparkles. How are you? Do you do coaching sessions? Yes, I do one-on-one coaching sessions. Go into my bio, click on the link tree. There's a ton of stuff in there for you guys. There is the button to book yourself in for a coaching session. Make sure you follow the 3 steps. There's also a free book for you. There's a free long distance relationship guide. Who here is in a long distance relationship? Say, I am. It feels good to be back. Becky, hello, loves. How to know a relationship is over without any cheating or abuse? If you are indifferent, I am. If you are indifferent, hello, loves. Like if you just don't care, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't care if you're happy. I don't care if you're sad. I don't care if you're thriving. I don't care if you're succeeding. I just don't care about you. That's pretty much the end of the relationship. Indifference is the opposite of love. Love your stuff. Thank you. For all of those who are in a long distance relationship, go into my bio, click on the link tree. You're going to scroll down a bit. You're going to see there's a free long distance relationship guide. Go download that, you guys. There's tips on how to create more intimacy in your relationship, overcome conflict, create more closeness, communication tools. How much work should a relationship take? So if you were the generous long-term thinker, like Scotland, hello, I was wondering what that was. If you were the generous long-term thinker, it's work to get to where my husband and I got to, which is 5 years without a single fight after 10 years of fighting. It literally took years it took years of my consistent behavior and not being reactive to him for him to realize, okay, you know what, like this is real. This is where we are now. But it was worth it, right? It was worth the wait. It was worth me supporting him through that time while his mind changed. Here we are now 5 years without a fight, and just the love that we have towards each other, the connection, the intimacy, the kissing, the way he kisses me. I love how he talks to me. I love how he kisses me. I love how he treats me. People getting freebies. It's so good. So it's work because you overcome your own shit and then you give your partner room to catch up to you, but it's really worth it. I got cheated on a 3rd time. I feel depressed, don't even want to get out of bed. Did you dump the motherfucker? So I have a hard time being reactive. What can help besides meditation? Come get coaching. Because I dive into what is happening with you, what's going through your mind. I unpack things and I have you write down and I have you doing things that really give you the tools, the strength, the perspective that you need. No, he didn't test me. He didn't test me at all. He was still what I was, which was reactive and negative. Lots of negative emotions, anxious, stressed, fearful, all of that. But I did the work and I pulled myself through, and then I gave him space to come and catch up. I created emotional security in our relationship and it helped heal him. So I healed myself, and me being healed and giving him space to come into himself helped him heal. Ex has moved on but can't stop thinking about them. What do I do? Get comeback queen and no more assholes. You keep looking backwards, my love. You need to stop doing that. Need to stop doing that. Let's put some music on. Hello, Scotland. We are together, but we don't talk. I would say get fix that shit. Get fix that shit. It's going to give you a lot of perspective on men and how they communicate and their emotions. When you create emotional security in your relationship, you do tend to get more communication from them. This is what I did. My boyfriend uses stonewalling to punish me for asking him questions he doesn't like. Come get coaching so I can do an assessment on your relationship. You might be with the wrong person, or you may be doing the wrong things. I don't know without unpacking the situation. Guys, do make sure you go follow me on Instagram because I'm doing a coaching giveaway and giving away a free hour of coaching in 2 days. So go follow me on Instagram and go take part in my giveaway. Is it okay for your partner to go through your phone behind your back but doesn't show theirs? No. If that's what he's doing, dump the motherfucker. If he does, if like, fine, you want to see my phone, here you go. I can't see yours. What the fucking shady is that? So if he's gonna be that way, I need to suspiciously look through your phone and be controlling of you, but you can't look at what I'm doing on mine. He has to go. Obviously, he has to go because he is being shady. He is exhibiting shady behavior. He's vomiting shady behavior. He's projecting shady behavior. This is shady on every single level possible. You need to get rid of him. Is it okay? Yes. No, it's not. How do I deal with feelings of bitterness after being cheated on and choosing to stay? That does require a coaching session. You can come get coaching, see if a session will do it. You can sign up for my No More Insecurity program. If he really has done a 180, you have full confidence in him. This is an amazing relationship. You absolutely don't want to lose it. But there's so many negative feelings and it's really difficult to get through. The No More Insecurity program is really great for that. How do you deal with somebody who just keeps leaving every time a fight happens? Which, by the way, they're not wrong. They're not wrong to do that. I mean, unless he's breaking up with you every time a fight happens, in which case, you know, I would say to him, like, either you're staying and we work things out, or the next time you say you're breaking up with me, that's the last time because I'm really done with this emotional roller coaster. So clarify that. But if you say leaving as in like leaving the environment because things are getting heated and he's not gonna even try to have a discussion when people are getting too heated, that's not a wrong thing to do. It's always best to leave a conversation for when people will be more productive with the conversation. And that means being, you know, calm and thinking about things. So thank you. Get fix that shit to stop the conflict, right? Because him leaving when there's a conflict, that's a symptom. It's a symptom. So if you're just going to treat the symptom without treating the sickness, then you're just going to keep trying to treat the symptom. If you treat the core issue, which is the conflict, if you get rid of conflict, you don't have the symptom anymore. So if you want to get rid of the fighting, come get coaching or get fix that shit because it is a process. It's not like a cookie answer magic wand. Oh, postpone the decision whether I should go for 2 years. Stop complaining and criticizing. It worked. That's amazing. Love the hair. Thank you. Love it. Thank you. Do you think polyamory ever works? It works for some people. Thank you, my loves. How do you know you're the emotional leader in the relationship? You have control of your emotions. You have control of your behaviors. You are not reactive to the other person. You take responsibility for those moments when you do slip up. And your apology is always a gift. It's not a manipulation. In other words, I take responsibility for my behaviors. I'm not responsible for yours. I'm not riding your emotional roller coaster. If you don't apologize for yours, it doesn't bother me because my intent in giving an apology wasn't to get an apology. My intent was to take responsibility for my behaviors. And once I've done that, I feel free and clear and I'm not feeling or thinking anything negative towards you. If there is no struggle, there is no progress. Um, So I agree and disagree on that one. Right. So my husband and I certainly went through 10 years of struggling. It's been 5 years since we had our last fight. The last few years have been absolutely amazing and magical, and there has been pretty much no struggle. It doesn't mean we're not progressing. What is progressing is the fact that these years that are conflict free are increasing our love towards each other. Thank you for helping me keep my dreams alive amidst disappointment. You're welcome, my love. Goodness exists, you guys. What steps should I take before taking an ex back? You say no kissing for 3 months dating rule because obviously you guys broke up because there was things that weren't working. What needs to change? Don't take them back unless the change is evident. So use that no kissing rule to make sure the change is evident. Also read Fix That Shit so that you guys understand how to relationship properly. Somebody asked about an audiobook. Fix That Shit is now an audiobook. You can find that through the link tree in my bio. Should I let my partner go out with their best friend if they slept together when they were single? What is the nature of the relationship? Here's the thing, you guys. Like, here's the thing. My husband is the template. He's the template of the ideal man, right? I asked him the other night because, he hung around me for 2.5 years before we got into a relationship. I said, if I'd never gotten with you and just stayed friends with you, would we still be friends? And he said, no. And I went, why not? And he goes, because I'd have moved on. In other words, like he would have gotten into a relationship with somebody. And I said, did I? So, and I think like I asked, couldn't you be in a relationship and us still be friends? And the answer was pretty much no, because it wouldn't be right. So really examine, right? If your boyfriend is best friends with another girl, like I am my husband's best friend. If your boyfriend's best friend is another girl, what is the nature of their relationship? Is he texting her all day long? Are they calling all day long? Does he spend more time with her than he does with you? Does he do things with her and you're not invited? Like, no, you can't come. Dump him. Dump him. Dump him. Dump him. Dump him. If my boyfriend shows me that he loves me and like provides, but won't say I love you, should I leave him? How long have you been together for? Unknown 2022020. Do you want to come live with me? Do you want to come talk about this? Caught my boyfriend checking out a girl at a car wash. She denied it. What do I do? Stop micromanaging his eyes. It's okay if people look. If you saw your celebrity crush, guys, who's your celebrity crush? In the comments. Who's your celebrity crush? 6 years? He hasn't said I love you? You want to come live with me? Guys, who's your celebrity crush? Come. I got my request on. Bad Bunny. Chris Evans, Brad Pitt, right? Bad Bunny. If you saw your celebrity crush, Jason Momoa, Matthew McConaughey, David Beckham, if you saw your celebrity crush, would you look? Tom Cruise, Ryan, Jennifer Aniston, love it. Would you look? If you saw your celebrity crush out and about, would you look? Yes. I'd run to kiss him. Because we are designed to notice, right? We are designed to notice if people are attractive to us. We will look. It's okay to look. Looking is okay. So looking is normal. I saw him looking. That's okay. You would look. If you saw your celebrity crush, you would look. And that's okay. Won't let you access to join. I don't know why. Okay. So 6 years. So I would say to him, I would go to him, I'd say, baby, do you love me? Straight up. Yes, you should apologize for getting mad. Yes, yes, yes. Say, baby, I'm sorry for getting mad at you earlier. I had an insecure moment, but I'm going to do some meditation to calm my anxiety and fears. And then go hit up that meditation resource button in the link tree in my bio and start meditating, my love. Get in like 10 to 20 minutes a day. How to learn to trust yourself and learn who you are and who I want to be. Come get coaching. Come get coaching. This is what I do. I'm a life coach. I do this all day long, you guys. You're so welcome. All day long. What does it mean if he introduced me as his girlfriend to his family, but then says we aren't together? It means he's just there for the sex. Has zero intention of building a life with you, and you need to dump him. You need to say, you know what? I need to be in a relationship with somebody who wants to be in a relationship with me. This isn't working because it's keeping me from getting into a relationship with somebody who's willing to build a life with me. I need to cut you off and let you go and be single. I'm going to read No More Assholes so that I understand how to recognize that person. I'm going to use a no kissing for 3 months dating rule so that I choose the right person and don't end up in something like this again. I like the kissing stuff. Everybody likes the kissing stuff. Of course I like the kissing stuff. Like I make out with my husband several times a day. How many times did we make out today? Like at least 3 times. At least 3 times so far today. Love the kissing stuff, but what's the point of kissing somebody and then they're the wrong relationship and now you broke your heart, you lost a ton of money, maybe you lost half your house too, because you did the kissing stuff and you got in a relationship and you kept hoping things would get better, hoping maybe getting engaged will make things better, maybe getting married will make things better, maybe having a baby is going to make things better, and then ultimately you realize none of that shit made things better because you shouldn't have kissed that person in the first place. And boyfriend doesn't kiss me like he used to, should I be worried? You kiss him. I don't ask, I don't, my husband doesn't kiss me like he used to. I fucking kiss him. I kiss that man like I want to be kissed. And boyfriend is a chatty guy. My family has a hard time with that. And he advice for merging the two. You has a hard time with that. So, you can say to him, my family loves you, but they're quieter than you are. I know you talk a lot with them because, you know, you really want to get to know them. You really want them to know you. You want to, you know, really be loved and accepted by them. And absolutely they are. But because they're such quiet people, it's overwhelming for them sometimes. How long does it take to recover from a 2-year relationship? It can happen very quickly if you actually dive into Comeback Queen and then No More Assholes. Yes, Queen. I'm not sure I want to get back with an ex. What should I do? Use a no kissing, no sleepovers for 3 months rule. let's see if he hangs around. See if he hangs around. Also refix that shit. What about getting them to talk more with my family? So you know your family, you know the kind of conversations they would like to have, right? So clue him in on the kind of conversations that gets your family talking. I second the getting them to talk more with my family. Yeah. Should your family, such as siblings, come first or your partner? So here's the thing. Your partner comes first unless your siblings are in the hospital, right? Your partner comes first unless you have a family member in the hospital or, you know, like needing you. You know what I mean? But your family, they don't come first financially. You and your partner take care of your financials. How your family are not taking care of themselves financially is their problem. You're not here to parent anybody. You can step up and take care of somebody in your family if they're, you know, they had a car accident, they got a broken leg, they need somebody to help them around for a little bit. That's something you can do, right? And you can say, baby, you got to fend for yourself for a little bit. I'm going to help my sister, you know, for the next few weeks because she needs help. Absolutely. That's something you can do. But baby, we can't save money for our retirement because I'm going to lend money or give money to my family. That's a fuck no. Your family needs to take care of themselves. They need to adult for themselves. What do you think is a reasonable age to get married, or does it matter? So 20, I would wait until 24, 24, 25 to get married because your brain is more developed by that time. Boyfriend going on guy's road trip for 2 weeks. I'm anxious. How do I get over this? Come get coaching. Come get coaching, my love. It's only through unpacking this, asking a bunch of questions, that I can help you through this particular anxiety, because there's some nuances that I would need to address to help you through. My boyfriend acts like a parent to his sister and older brother. It's always been an issue for us, and it always will be. If you don't want this in your relationship, then you need to set a boundary. You need to say, I need to be in a relationship with somebody who puts us first. And let's adults be adults. We need to adult together. We need to come together and plan for our own future. If you're always giving money to these people who should be adulting for themselves, that means we can build the kind of life we should be building together. And I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who drains us to give to others. Either you set boundaries and say no more and they take care of themselves, or I need to leave this relationship. And my love, that's a choice, right? You can choose to do what I just told you to do, or you can choose to accept the situation that you're choosing and not complain about it anymore. And boyfriend and I, my family and boyfriend don't get along, and they always talk bad about each other and overwhelm me. Yeah, my love. So lots to fix here. Lots to fix here. What to do about judgy grandparents with high expectations for my partners? Spend less time with them. Right? Are they unreasonable expectations? Are they reasonable expectations? Have you read No More Assholes? Do they pass the 12 character traits? Those of you who are having problems between your partners and your family, their family, did you pick a selfish short-term thinker or a generous long-term thinker? Have you read No More Assholes? Have you gone through the 12 character traits? Are they at least a 9 out of 12? I love your advice. I've never disagreed with anything you've ever said. Thank you. You're welcome. Who comes for his partner or kids? I believe partner models all good things. Boyfriend thinks kids. So here's what you can. Oh, here, come. Oh my God. Evan, Nicole, do you want to come live with me? Do you want to come live with me, my love? How long should I wait for my boyfriend to propose? At least 2.5 years. At least 2.5 years. Can there be two emotional leaders in a relationship? 100%. Yes. There needs to be at least one, though. Okay, Evan, Nicole, do whatever you need to do. My guest requests are open. So do whatever you need to do to send me a guest request. Makes sense. Yeah, my husband was an emotional leader. When we first got together, he was very much an emotional leader. I took a lot of cues from him, and it really helped me be more settled and more mature in the relationship. And then we went through all these 10 years of fighting. I love you back. We went through these 10 years of fighting. I did dye my hair. I went more blonde. 10 years of fighting, and it really absolutely wore him down. And then I became the emotional leader, and I led us through that next step. It looks so good. Thank you. I did. You did. I don't see you. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, so I'm turning it back on, Nicole. See if you can do this again, because it didn't show me. Love the necklace. Where's it from? What is this one? I get my stuff off eBay, you guys. What is this one? I can't read it. I can't read it. I don't even know which way is up. No, I totally don't know. It has a name though. Calvin Klein. No? Anne Klein. It's Anne Klein. So Vanessa, come get a coaching session. Do you believe in astrology? Kind of yes, kind of like I don't disbelieve it. Would you let it affect your decision on who to be in a relationship? No, I wouldn't. How old were you when you started writing books? Love you, thank you. I started writing in 2015, so that was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, 48, so I was 42. Sister and boyfriend have been dating for 9. I was thinking of having a chat with him. We are very close. Okay. I'm in Ontario. What? Ask him if he loves you. Having a rough go of being in a relationship with a controlling narcissist, it weighs on the soul. Of course, you shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody like that. Oh, anxious about not seeing him for 2 weeks and then flirting with girls. He's been faithful. So, like I said, come get a coaching session. I'm 48. Oh, thank you, my loves. You're super sweet. Ontario too. Love it. What's the main thing you and your husband fought about? So, he's a baby daddy. His children were young when it came into the picture. They were like 8 and 9. And so he's, being a good man, he's very good to his ex because he understands that the happiness of his children depend on the happiness of their parents, right? The parents' emotional state very deeply offends the emotional state of the children, always. So in order to maintain their emotional state, he did a lot to maintain her emotional state. And really above and beyond. Ontario Forest, you guys are cute. Oh, you guys are so funny. Really went like above and beyond what most people would do. Like he bought a house to put her and the kids in to make sure they had steady housing. He bought a car to make sure they had steady transportation. He paid all the expenses to make sure there was steady income. So he really went like above and beyond. She wasn't quite over him. She competed with me. So there was, a lot that was causing insecurity on my part. And so we fought a lot about that. And that's pretty much it. Elizabeth booking herself in for a session. Elizabeth, make sure you follow all the steps, my love. Ontario crew. So with the astrology question, I'm a Scorpio, my husband's a Gemini, and apparently that's not a match. It's not letting me request. I don't know why. That's so weird. That's too bad. So Scorpio, Gemini, not a match. Alva, you can get a session by going into the bio, clicking on the link tree, click that coaching button. There's 3 steps to booking yourself in for a session. Make sure you follow all 3 steps. Otherwise, you haven't booked yourself in for a session until you followed all 3 steps. Just start out as love coach. You are my role model. I'm here for you. Here for you, my love. So I looked at the Chinese astrology, rat, not necessarily a match. And I was like, why are we such a good match if we're not a match? And then I looked at my birth chart. My moon is in Gemini. This is why he's a Gemini, right? My mom's a Gemini. My ex-husband's a Gemini. My oldest friend's a Gemini. All these Geminis. Why do I get upset when I'm with his friends? Because you go through insecurity, fear, overthinking, right? If you want to overcome that, do come take my No More Insecurity program. Did your husband end up changing, or what was your perspective that changed the dynamic? So he did not change. So what changed the dynamic was I started meditating. I started taking control of my thoughts. Every time I'd find myself in a spin about her, I go, wait a second, what is reality? And I'd go through my cheat sheet. Everything my husband says and does to prove to me that he loves me and is devoted to me. Oh, I might have to go off soon. My loves, don't forget to go follow me on Instagram. Do I have newbies like right now, people who just came on recently? I just went through the exact same scenario that you did. I'm now single. You're so welcome. All my new people, I do these Q&As every night. I'm loosey-goosey on the time, so you do want to get a notification when I go live. Sounds like you would have had some good insights. So if you want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say, I just did. I just did. That's so weird. CBD to manage distorted thoughts, good method. But don't just rely on a substance to manage your thoughts. Like, actually take control of your thoughts. And I'm not anti-CBT for the record, right? Really not. I'm really not at all. But actually learning how to manage your own thoughts and emotions are really super valuable tools. So yes, I only see my boyfriend once a week. He knows I want to see him more, but I'm usually the one asking. So maybe he just wants to know what you want. Maybe you guys just set up like scheduled weekly times when you see each other so that there's no more asking. It's just we get together on these nights at this time. Guys, who wants a book walkthrough, by the way? Where are my books? Who wants me to do a book walkthrough? People getting freebies, lots of people going into the link tree in my bio. Why? No. Oh, there they are. Ah, yes. Okay, hold on a sec. No. Okay, yes please. Why do I feel the need to reject everyone who asks me out? Come get coaching, my love. I gotta unpack you. I gotta figure you out so I can help you understand yourself. This doesn't tell me anything about you. Okay. Come back, queen. Elizabeth, are you here? Are you on? Can fix that shit work after trust issues? It can, if you're with a generous long-term thinker who loves you and is trustworthy. So, book walkthrough, Come Back Queen is a book that's going to help you get over a breakup. If your heart is hurting after your last relationship, doesn't matter if it was a year ago or yesterday, this book is going to help you heal. Elizabeth, did you pay your session? You have to prepay your session, otherwise you're like just booking a session doesn't work. You have to prepay it as well. So make sure you go back, go hit that coaching button again in the link to my bio and go prepay your session in order to hold your time, because just setting the time isn't going to hold it. And the reason why I ask people to prepay is I never want to go in a session feeling poopy because somebody didn't cover their session. So this puts me in the right frame of mind to always give you my best. Yeah, the tag is on it is on. It is on, it totally is on. I know, I didn't cut it off. No More Assholes. This is the book that's going to help you choose the right partner next time. I teach you how to do that no kissing for 3 months dating rule. Also, you're going to find those 12 character traits to help you make sure you choose the right partner. once you choose that generous long-term thinker, remember guys, no more selfish short-term thinkers. You got to have a generous long-term thinker. You want to get after the first kiss, because when you find somebody amazing, you don't want to lose them. So you got to set the right foundation. You have to transition from courtship to reality with as little insecurity as possible. So this book helps you transition into your relationship after the courtship period. Things will change. You need to be prepared for those changes so that you don't feel freaked out by them. Fix That Shit is a book that's going to help you get to zero fighting in your relationship. If you're with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, you can absolutely get to zero fighting. Fix That Shit is going to teach you how to do that. By the way, this is also an audiobook. You can get that through the link tree in my bio. Not on Audible, because Audible wants like 70%. And I'm like, like I did all the work. Why are you getting all the money? Custom Made is going to help you uncover what your purpose is. If you're annoyed because your partner doesn't give you all their free time and doesn't reply within an hour when you text message, who is Fix That Shit for? Anybody who's in a relationship or anybody who wants to know how to relationship? It is in US dollars, my love. Yes. My clientele is global, so my prices are in US dollars. It is in US dollars. So you can cover bedroom stuff a little bit, not in detail though. A little bit, like it gets into bedroom stuff in terms of like how things change. So Custom Made answers two questions. What is my purpose? What am I here for? What is my talent? What am I custom made to do? And then the second question is, how can I monetize that? How can I get paid doing what I love? So these two are really great if you are feeling insecure and codependent and don't know what your purpose is. They go really super well together, because Fix That Shit teaches you how to relationship. Custom Made teaches you how to really get into yourself and actually be so fulfilled with what you do. You can get my books at Chapters in Indigo. They may not have it on the shelves, but you can go in and order it, and they will order them in for you. All the bookstores can order my books. Fake Love Need Not Apply. This one's a freebie, you guys. If you want a free ebook, you can get this in the free book button in the link tree in my bio. This is how to avoid posers, losers, scammers, and predators. Dating 101. This is a textbook. I wrote this so that I would stop shoving no more assholes into parents' hands who had teenagers. So I don't swear in this one. This is understanding the drives, behaviors, and emotions behind love. My goal one day is for this to be in every school. Say Yes to Goodness. All those other books about relationships. This one is about how to live, how to be happy in your life. So this is 10 areas of your life that affect you and how to navigate them with the right perspective so that you are just like happy, happy, happy in everything. How to stop obsessing over my boyfriend and stop overthinking. That has to be a coaching session, love. Not a magic wand. It can be Fix That Shit or coaching. If you want to just start on your own, you can hit that meditation resource button in the link tree in my bio, because shrinking the part of your brain that creates stress, fear, and anxiety will actually reduce your capacity to feel stress, fear, and anxiety. Oh my God, you guys, it's 1 o'clock. I have to go. It's 1 o'clock. It's time for me to go make some salsa guacamole for my husband. I'm going to give you guys one last chance to hit that follow button. If you hit it twice, you're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. If you're already following me, just hit my picture. You're going to get that pop-up. So you hit it once or twice, you get the pop-up. Hit the bell in the pop-up. If you hit that bell, say I just did, so that I know who's popping in on this. Yes, so much love for you. You're so welcome, you guys. Maggie followed the host. Thank you, Maggie. I will have a good Friday. Have a good Friday to you, you guys. I just did. So amazing. Good. I did. You're so welcome. Girlfriend is super codependent. I can't breathe. Get Fix That Shit. Read it together. Love, love, love your advice and everything you do. Thank you, my love. Thank you for everything. Where's a good place to message you about sessions? You can hit up my DMs. But if you want to, yeah, hit up my DMs if you're wondering if I can help you with what your situation is. If it's like under my umbrella of expertise. I love your lives. Thank you. Enjoy your muesli. Yes, I will. I will have my muesli. Mwah. Thank you, you guys. I love you. Make sure you have a good sleep. Always so important. And you know, I'll be back soon because I never stay away for long. You're amazing. Oh, you're so welcome, my love. Thank you. Catherine, so super sweet. Yes, good, good, good. Good. I'm going to go through my DMs tomorrow. So, yeah. I love you guys. Good night.